What's up, everybody? Old Denny Vaughn here, coming to you live with another audio reaction. And today we have Sweetness slash Candidate slash Sweetness by David Bowie by our good Canadian friend, Mr. Kevin Dobson. Kevin, let's hit it, boss man. Interesting view. Looks like I'm in the 70s.
We're not stopped. Is there anything behind us? But no.
Yeah, I just thought of something. What was that place in New York called Studio 54 that they all used to love hanging around? The rock star, well, the celebrities in general, like rock stars and wrestlers and people like that. I was going to think about that. Piano.
Sleep in the city, do love in the doorway, strangled some screams from the dawn. And isn't it me, putting pain in a stranger, like a portrait in a flash, trails on a leash. Well, you see that I'm scared and I'm lonely, so I break up my room, yawning around to the center of things, where the knowing one says, if you want it, boys, get it here, there. Oh, boy, it's a cheap thing, cheap thing.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I can relate to the sad and lonely part of this song. You know, I got some things going in my own personal life right now. It's one of the reasons why I didn't get back to doing this and stuff, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've got a lazy streak too. I might as well confess to it. But anyway, let's keep on going.
I'm glad that you're older than me. Makes me feel important and free. I'd make you smile. Isn't that me? Yeah. I'm in your way, and I'll steal every moment. Yeah. If this trade is a curse, bless you and turn to the crossroads and hamburgers.
You know, Bowie's expression right there and stuff looks like a someone who was trying to hold it together, but it's coming apart at the seams. Because you notice how it looked like real teary-eyed right there. But then again, you know what they say, it's lonely at the top, too. I'm just saying, folks. Liberace. How about that?
Boys, it's a sweet thing, sweet thing. If you want it, boys, get it here, baby. For home, boys, is a cheap thing, cheap thing. Yeah.
Now it says live at the Universal Amphitheater, 1974. Oh, but for some reason, I'm not for sure where that's at or whatever. But him with that trench coat, it reminds me of the detective shows back in the day. You know? Anyway, let's proceed. You know, it's kind of weird about David Bowie, though. This is kind of a signature of his, is that it can be a dark themed song, but there's always kind of a, if you'll forgive the play on words, a certain sweetness about it. You know, I'm not for sure what that's about, but you know what they say. It's not what you say, but it's how you say it, I guess. Here we go. You know, you gotta admire the swagger that he takes up his trench coat and hearing the ladies go ooh and ah. Hey, if you're a red blooded male, you can't help it like that. The applause of the women, that is. Oh, David, you hound.
I'll make you a deal like any other candidate. We'll pretend we're walking home because your future's at stake. It's said it's amazing, it even smells like a street. There's a bar at the end where I can meet you and your friends. Someone scrawled on the walls, I smell the blood of your troubadours. Rolled up scandals in other bars. I'm having so much fun with the poisonous people, spreading rumors and lies on stories they make up. Some make you sing and some make you scream, and one makes you wish that you've never been seen. But there's a shop on the corner selling papier-mâché, selling bulletproof pieces, Marley Manson, Cassius Clay, and wanted. Boys, get it here, baby. See by the light, it's early.
Yeah, David Bowie was a pretty peculiar man and stuff. You know, like a lot of artists, he had his eccentricities. That's a nice way of putting it. Well, more pleasant things and stuff. I just hope when he died, he made it right with God, you know, as we all should, of course, with Jesus. Well, anyway, let's continue.
Is there anyone out there? Anytime? I'd say a push little number one. Hey, gorgeous, I need you. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it go to pieces. You funny. Boys, get it here, baby. See, well, I couldn't hold up my head. I gave you all I had in another bed. Another floor, another car, in a sailor like a church with a orange arm. Guess the people Just one more time to by my side, it's just that fine. Buy some trucks and watch a band jump in the river, holding hands.
Gotta love that horn section.
If you want it, boys, get it here, there. Oh, boys, it's a sweet thing, sweet thing. Is it nice in the snowstorm? Freezing your brain. You think that your life looks the same? Then let it be, yeah.
That pose right there, you see a man who's really deep in his head, you know? And sometimes, you know what? By most times, you can have everything fine, but yet still, you feel like you hadn't never done enough, and you're driving yourself crazy. That's the way life is, I guess.
It's all I ever wanted. It's a sneak with the deal. It's got pain, it's got blood, it's got me, it's got. That's God. That's God. It's got you.
Yeah, you hear like jazz in the song too. But I tell you what, though, let's do a deep dive into this. Sweet Thing, candidate Sweet Thing, reprise, is a sprawling dystopian musical suite by David Bowie, originally released on his 1974 album Diamond Dogs. The three-part sequence is widely celebrated by fans and critics as one of Bowie's most complex and creative, ambitious masterpieces. Now, how about that? A little bit more right here. Let's see. The three-part suite. The medley seamlessly blends together to tell a dark, theatrical story of a dystopian society, blending the three distinct tracks. Sets the brooding atmosphere. Sweet Thing sets the brooding atmosphere, introducing a narrator who trades love and emotion for transactional survival. Candidate delves deeper into the corrupt, cynical nature of the narrator's world, featuring raw, experimental saxophone lines and jagged guitar riffs. Well, that's true. Okay, now Sweet Thing reprise returns to the haunting melody of the opening, concluding the suite on a defiant yet unresolved note. Legacy and impact. Bowie frequently performed this suite during his ambitious Diamond Dogs tour in 1974. The studio recordings featured heavily on the album, and an alternate, vastly different version of the song Candidate was also recorded during the sessions, but ultimately shelved, later seen released on album reissues. Wow. Yeah. See what else we can find right here. Well, so far, I hadn't found anything. Not anything worth mentioning, at least. Oh, me. But yeah, David Bowie was quite a character. It must be mentioned. You know. He was a genuine good artist. I mean, guys like David are kind of, how can I put it? I mean, I think of myself as conservative / libertarian. Yeah, I'm not a liberal or a lefty. In fact, the word liberal has been grossly abused. Although I appreciate the arts, and I do. Sometimes some people do in the arts is a little crazy, but hey, I tell you what, and Kevin, if you got any more different artists, particularly some Canadian artists, because we have people that I've never even heard of and stuff, and it's amazing to me. Like I say, people who are the biggest thing since sliced bread in Canada, and yet nobody down here in the lower 48 ain't never heard of them. Now, to me, that's terrible because it's all North America. But hey, I just like you. I don't make the rules, boss man. Well, anyway, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. But do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe. Help this old country boy out, and I would greatly appreciate it. And with that said, this is Denny Vaughn. See ya.